Are you looking for a school that nurtures both the mind and the soul? Welcome to Sister Irene Girls Gekondi Secondary and Senior School, a premier Catholic boarding school located in the serene environment of Mukurweini, Nyeri. Here, we offer grade 10 admission for 2026 with a strong focus on STEM and social sciences, empowering young women to thrive in today's dynamic world. From science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to humanities, business studies, geography, and Christian religious education, our learners receive a well-rounded future-ready education. At Sister Irene Girls, we don't just teach, we shape character, nurture faith, and inspire excellence. Enroll your daughter today and secure her future. For any inquiries, you can contact us on 0721 824 234 or 0758 575 295. Sister Irene Girls Secondary and Senior School. Excellence in wholeness.
Capuchin TV.
Forward ever, backward never. Let us move ahead and so on. Even children, kuna kakitu tunaweza kufanya ili kanisa iweze kumetameta.
Endelea kutazama Capuchin TV, kitambulisho Katoliki.
Hello and welcome to today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. I am Susan Bulemi, and with me on the Sign Language Interpretation Desk is Ken Mwangi. The Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, KCCB, has raised serious concerns over the state of healthcare financing and education reforms in the country. Most Reverend Anthony Muheria of the Archdiocese of Nyeri said that Catholic hospitals are owed billions of shillings, even as they commend recent partial government payments, and is now calling for urgent reforms to address underfunding, system inefficiencies, and unresolved rejected claims. At the same time, Most Reverend Philip Anyolo expressed concern over the implementation of the competency-based education CBE system, urging the government to urgently review its rollout, strengthen planning, and safeguard the role of education sponsors. Here is Rapalo Gifted with more.
The Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops has raised concerns over ongoing challenges in health and education reforms. Archbishop Anthony Muheria says delay in payment to faith-based hospitals and weaknesses in the SHA system are undermining healthcare delivery, with Catholic facilities owed billions of shillings. The church is calling for urgent reforms to fix funding gaps, claim delays, and system inefficiencies.
The overall performance remains poor. The parliamentary report on SHA by the Departmental Health Committee makes it clear that the scheme has serious shortcomings. The role of Digital Health Authority, DHA, in the SHA processes concerning the rejected and returned claims also needs to be clarified. We believe it is within the power of the government to look into this problem and provide a long-lasting solution, as this situation undermines the protection of human life and dignity. We should not continue going in circles at the expense of human life in need of medical care. The government should therefore act with great urgency to address the SHA structural deficits, significant underfunding, and operational deficiencies, including technological system downtimes.
On education, Archbishop Philip Anyolo also questioned the implementation of the competency-based education system, urging a review to ensure proper planning and protection of sponsors' role in schools.
We cannot place our children in a constant mode of experimentation. The government has all the technical expertise it needs, both locally and internationally, to have streamlined the implementation of CBE long before rolling it out. The system seems poorly thought out and is being poorly implemented. CBE was introduced on the justification that it would prioritize practical skills, creativity, and critical thinking. As we have come to know it, CBE is capital intensive. It requires more teachers, equipment, and financing. We implore the Ministry of Education to urgently constitute a multi-sectoral team to study, properly evaluate, and design in all understandable and overt manner how the CBE system can properly operate. The rightful role of the sponsors in our institutions should be guaranteed so as to defend ethical and value content in the education system. We raise serious concerns that there are efforts to undermine and diminish the role of the sponsor in the institutions.
Reporting for Catholic Focus Capuchin TV, I'm Gifted Rapalo.
And still on the same matter, human life in the country continues to be at risk amid growing concerns over a rise in unexplained deaths, human trafficking, and road accidents. This is according to a statement issued by the Catholic bishops under KCCB. Our very own Alan Andiva attended the meeting and now brings us the following report.
Religious leaders are raising alarm over what they see as a growing disregard for the sanctity of life in Kenya. They point to the disturbing instances such as the Shakahola and Kwara tragedies along the discovery of bodies in Kilifi and Kericho as a sign of weak surveillance and declining social vigilance. Emphasizing that every Kenyan life is sacred, they are now urging authorities to strengthen investigations, improve security system, and address emerging threats like human trafficking.
The discovery of bodies of men, women, and children in gunny bags in Binzaro in Kilifi, and now Kericho, are deeply disturbing because they show the total disregard for the sanctity and value of human life. Life of every Kenyan is valuable and sacred. We in Kenya seem to have become insensitive to incidents of killings and the destruction of life. This is totally unacceptable and shameful.
They also highlight the rising number of road accidents that have claimed many lives, attributing the crisis to speeding, reckless driving, corruption, and poor enforcement of traffic laws. The leaders are now calling on institutions such as NCBA, traffic police, as well as the road users to take greater responsibility in promoting safety and preventing further loss of life.
We demand that the traffic police and the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, start doing their duty of vigilance and charge offenders in accordance with the law. We call upon the Kenyan commuters to be more responsible for their own lives by challenging drivers and even refusing to travel when vehicles are carelessly driven.
In addition, the leaders expressed concern over increasing political intolerance, abusive language, and the use of hired groups to disrupt meeting and intimidate citizens. They warned that such behaviors undermine national unity and disrespects public institutions. Stressing that leadership is a duty rather than a privilege, they now calling on political figures to act with dignity and restraint while keeping places of worship free from political interference. Reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Alan Andiva.
And moving on, Taita Taveta County is poised for a major revival of coffee farming following renewed collaboration between the national government and the county administration. The initiative aims to restore coffee as a key cash crop and a reliable source of income for local farmers, signaling a new chapter of agricultural transformation in Taita Taveta County. Here's Gabriel Mokoma with the details.
Efforts to revive coffee farming in Taita Taveta County have gained momentum, with farmers being encouraged to join cooperative societies to boost production, improve quality and increase their earnings.
Kahawa ya mwisho kupeleka kuuzwa ilikuwa ni mwaka wa 2017 2018. Hiyo ndio kahawa ilikuwa imefungwa kuuzwa, kwa sababu tulikuwa tumeona haina haja tupeleke kahawa 10 bags of parchment wakati transport anatobea tulipe 60,000 na haitalipa. Kwa hivyo ilikuwa imetia uchungu sana.
Prices za ulimwengu za kahawa zilienda chini. Kuna jambo ambalo halijatajwa, magonjwa especially ile white borer disease ilipeleka kilimo kaenda chini sana. Inputs pia skyrocket. Na tulishangaa kwamba mzee wangu mwenyewe ambaye ndio alikuwa champion wa kahawa tayari akaanza ku diversify, akaenda kwa kuku na horticulture.
Speaking in Wundanyi, Cabinet Secretary for Cooperative Development Wycliffe Oparanya reaffirmed the government's commitment to restoring Kenya's position as a leading coffee producer through a coordinated national program.
Ukifanya biashara yote ndogo ndogo mpaka ujue soko. Ndio kwa sababu mnasema mambo ya kahawa ilikufa hapa kwa sababu ya soko. Na hiyo yote nitaongea ile mipango serikali inayo kuona ya kwamba ukiwa na mazao yako una mahali unaweza kuiuza. Na mimi nikiongea mambo ya cooperatives, naongea cooperatives katika sekta zote za kahawa, macadamia, avocado, hizo zote.
Taita Taveta Governor Andrew Mwadime welcomed the program, describing it as a timely intervention that will help restore coffee farming as a viable livelihood for local farmers.
Mheshimiwa Waziri, wakulima tuko nao tena very hard working. And most importantly, we have the opportunity to the labor. So Mheshimiwa Waziri, hapa kahawa mkitushika mkono hata huko juu Nyeri wapi we can produce it more than any part of the country because we have the land, so that we can succeed na Wakenya kwa ujumla waendelee.
Gabriel Mokoma, Taita Taveta.
And now we shift our focus to the western region of Kenya, whereby police in Butula constituency have seized bank worth over 2.5 million Kenyan shillings in a major crackdown on drug trafficking along the border region. The consignment, which was being transported on a motorcycle, was intercepted by officers from Bumala police station, whereby one suspect was arrested. Our reporter Sasha Elizabeth brings us the full details.
A major haul of illegal drugs has been intercepted in Butula constituency as police intensify the fight against narcotics trafficking in the region. According to Butula Sub-County Police Commander Unia Onyancha, Officers recovered 1,000 rolls of bang valued at over 2.5 million Kenyan shillings.
Officers walikuwa patrol na wakapata tip off kuwa kuna bangi fulani inapita area ya Bujumba. Wakalei ambush hapo, snap ambush, na wakaweza kushika pikipiki moja ikiwa na gunia mbili ya bidhaa ambaye walifikiria ni banki. Wakaileta police station, ingawa hiyo mtu alijaribu kutoroka, walimkimbisha.
The drugs, weighing approximately 77.65 kilograms, had been concealed in 2 sacks and were being transported on a motorcycle at the time of the arrest.
Tumeita timu yetu ya anti-narcotics na watu wa scenes of crime wakakuja kutusaidia kupima, na tumepima hii tukapata ni bangi ambaye ni kilo 77.65 ambaye ni rolls 1,000 na street value yake ni shilingi milioni 2,359 na shilingi 500.
Police say the consignment is believed to have originated from a neighboring country, raising concerns over cross-border drug trafficking. Onyancha noted that numerous porous entry points along the border continue to pose significant challenges in the fight against narcotics smuggling in Busia County.
Hii mipaka ya Busia iko porous na barabara ni mingi. Ni ngumu, lakini tunajaribu kwa sababu saa zingine munapita pande hii kwa sababu barabara ni mingi na panya routes ni mingi.
She has issued a stern warning to traffickers and users, vowing intensified operations to curb the vice.
Tutaendelea kupigana na hii uhalifu na pombe na mihadarati yote, na wajue Butula si mahali ya kuuza bangi na pombe.
Asasha Elizabeth reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV.
A community-based organization in Kolomani constituency, Kakamega County, is calling on the government to adopt reusable sanitary pads in schools as a long-term solution to the persistent challenge of menstrual hygiene among learners. The group says many girls continue to struggle with access to sanitary towels despite government support, a situation that is affecting school attendance and learning outcomes.
Sasa tulilenga kushona disposable pads na other small items kwa sababu tulijua ya kuwa wasichana wa shule za msingi na za sekondari huwa wanaumia sana kwa sababu ingawa serikali inawapea pads za kutumia ni chache.
Wengi wanashindwa kununua sanitary towels. Wengine wanatumia vitambaa chafu, wengine wanakata mattress, wengine hutumia hata blanketi zile mzee. Sasa unapata msichana imepita mpaka kwa uniform, sasa inamlazimisha hata akae nyumbani. Wengine wakiendelea hivyo unapata hata wameacha kusoma kwa sababu ya aibu kutoka kwa wengine.
Reusable pads ni mzuri kwa sababu mwanafunzi atatumia the whole year. Zinaweza kuwa gali kidogo lakini atatumia mwaka mzima na mwingine. Unajua vile tumeitengeneza si kitu ya kuharibika. Hafui sana, anaweka tu kwa maji inatoka, anaweka sabuni, anasugua kidogo, anaanika. So hii ni the way to go, na kuna wasichana wale wanaweza shona, pia inapea ajira na pia hata training to train wengi. Tumeweza kutrain tu 5 maisha. So tunashukuru sana wafadhili wetu.
And away from that, Mount Kenya University has once again asserted its dominance in Kenya's creative arts scene after clinching the best overall and most prolific university title at the 2026 Kenya National Drama and Film Festivals held at Kagumo Teachers Training College in Nyeri. This marks in the institution's third consecutive national victory, following outstanding performances across multiple categories, including theatre, comedy, spoken word, dance, cultural performances, and film production. The university's strong showing, which also earned it top honors in several individual and group categories, has been widely praised as a reflection of sustained excellence and growing influence in the country's performing arts sector.
This time, we have bagged again the best university overall, 2026, and the most prolific university overall, 2026. This is a feat we have achieved over the last 3 years, 2024 at Embu University during the National Drama Festival, 2025 at Nakuru, and now 2026 at Dedan Kimathi University, Kagumo Technical Teachers Training to College. We have not only achieved this important and very strategic feat through luck, but we have also worked very hard for it.
And that story right there brings us to the end of today's Catholic Focus News Bulletin. For more information, do remember to tune in to our subsequent news bulletin. I am Susan Bulemi, and our sign language interpreter has been Ken Mwangi. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and keep it Capuchin TV.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel. You are watching Capuchin TV. For any complaints, comments, or compliments on our programming, you can either write to us on info@capuchintv.co.ke or you can call us directly on 0717 424 866. Your complaint shall be addressed within 7 days. Remember to keep a copy of your communication with us. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity.
Nisimamie ukweli na kutetea imani, tena niimarishe mimi, nihubiri neno lako. Mimi ni mtumishi wa Bwana, na nitendewe ulivyonena, na naja kufanya mapenzi yako, niko tayari.
A sacred calling, a divine invitation, a life set apart in service to God. The Order of Friars Minor Capuchin Kenya, together with St. Luke Catholic Parish Loitoktok, cordially invites you to witness a moment of divine grace. The priestly ordination of their beloved son, Reverend Deacon Michael Munovi, OFM Capuchin.
Na wakaribisheni nyote katika sherehe ya upadrisho wangu. Tarehe 26 itakuwa misa yangu ya kwanza pale pale parokiani St. Luke's Loitoktok. Na pia tarehe 27 itakuwa misa ya nyumbani, itakayo pia anza saa 4 kamili. Nyote mwakaribishwa, tusherekee na tufurahie makuu ya Mungu. Niombeeni katika safari hii ili nikaweze kutimiza anayopenda Mungu.
This sacred celebration will take place on Friday, 24th April 2026 at St. Luke Catholic Church, Loitoktok, beginning with the Eucharistic Holy Mass starting at 10 a.m. East African Time, and will be presided over by Right Reverend John Obala Owa, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Ngong. A journey of faith fulfilled, a calling embraced, a servant prepared for the Lord's vineyard. Witness this sacred moment as a new priest is ordained live on Capuchin TV and streaming across all our social media platforms. And on Sunday, 26th April 2026, we join the newly ordained priest, Reverend Father Michael Munovi, for his first Thanksgiving Mass celebration at the same venue, St. Luke Catholic Church, Loitoktok, from 10 a.m. Come, be part of the grace. Come, witness the calling. Come, celebrate with the church. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.